Welcome back. We are here to do. First of all, that was a bad intro. Welcome back. I am here with the Hard R Quattro. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
This is gonna be
It's
funny,
been a minute. It's been a minute. How you been? Because
man. I've just been working so much, my man. Just so
yeah,
much.
they finally started me, and I'm like, really, y'all?
Mm.
Y'all want to do this? But we have come to you with another hypothetical video game that we want to be made, a hypothetical fighting game, and that is Star Wars. I think it's overdue that Star Wars don't have a modern fighting game. They have a fighting game, but
Hmm.
it's pretty bad from what I
I
remember.
mean, it's wild because it's not like this series don't have a racing game, which you're like,
Right.
what? Okay.
It has a racing game. It has like 18 story games that tells the same story. They got
Hmm.
a Lego series. It literally has everything. So,
Right.
but we're about to create the fighting game for you. Now, I did think of a little bit of mechanics wise. You haven't played
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima. I'm assuming you
Okay.
haven't.
Okay.
Now, in this game, you had certain boss battles, and I feel like that was like the perfect arena for a sword fight. And I feel like we should bring that
Hmm.
here as well.
So you saying like in a Mortal Kombat style tower where there's boss battles, or like there's a mini boss in the middle, then there's a stronger boss, depending on who you pick, things of that nature.
I wasn't going that way, but that's actually pretty smart. So it could be so overpowered characters will be overpowered. So if you're doing like an
Hmm.
arcade mode, all of them will be like boss like.
Hmm.
I think that would be better. Because
Okay.
like for example, Darth Vader's powerful. He's
Hmm.
OP, and if you're playing as him, he's not going to be a Kuma from Street Fighter 2.
Right.
So I would say give him a boss battle and then nuke him when you're playing as him, which is sad, but you got to balance. You got to balance stuff. But no,
You got to find a way to balance somewhere. You're right.
right. But no, in Ghost of Tsushima, when you do a boss battle, it has this like a little arena where it's locked on to the character you're fighting. And I feel like that's the best way to do a sword fighting game or
So
anything.
you thinking 360 movement?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. A
Okay,
bit of an arena.
I can understand that.
A locked on arena. So that's
Okay,
the best way I can explain it.
so an idea like just with Star Wars characters, but it would pull from the Soul Calibur play style.
In a way. Except the camera would
Okay.
just be directly over your shoulder or behind you instead of
Oh.
y'all both seeing character. So there'll be strong attacks, light attacks, of course, and then you have to time it just right to parry.
Hmm.
Parry certain characters, and I feel like there should be like a force bar, so you won't be. The great thing about Star Wars, no one spams force, which is, I think, is dumb, but it works. I personally would be spamming all the force everywhere, but that's the great
Right.
thing about it.
I be throwing people out of ships and stuff all the time.
Exactly. So I think that would be great. I haven't thought of anything with specials or anything, so
I couldn't really think about how specials were. In my head, I was thinking of like closer to like a Battle Arena Toshiden or a Samurai Champloo, where you just fight and put them down, and then that's just the fight.
right. That's probably going to be it. You just have your force meter to just use force powers. But honestly, yeah, that would probably be the only thing. And yeah, that was it. I haven't thought of a name.
Gotcha.
I'm sure the name will be Force something. Star Wars Force blank.
Right.
I can't think. Force
Right.
Arena. No, that sounds dumb. But but yeah, we're gonna get into characters. I have 9. You have 11, so that kind of balances
Yeah.
out a little bit. I'm gonna let you go first. I personally picked characters that I thought you were not going to pick, just to play the safe
Well, I hope
side.
so, because
Yeah.
I picked in my head the people that's going to star in this game.
Right. Now there may be one you have, maybe two. Okay, three characters that was on my list that you probably for sure have. So,
Gotcha.
I'll let you start with your number one.
Well, just starting with number one. we know what this is. Y'all know we getting Luke Skywalker if this happens.
Yeah, we're definitely getting Luke. There's no doubt about
Let's
it.
not play any games. We getting Luke. We're getting the iconic green lightsaber. I mean, if we're doing things like color swaps or costume swaps, you might get young Luke, older Luke, middle age. Yeah, like
I would like.
Let's be real.
I would like to play as old Luke.
Yeah,
I would like to play as that.
He was robed up and robed out.
Right.
But I definitely see Luke. I mean, when you think Star Wars, you think Skywalker. So let's be real.
Right.
Probably have a perfectly balanced play style.
Right. Exactly. Like he's the main. He'll be the character that if you never played the game before, that's the first character you pick.
Right. He's like, you picking him is like the equivalent of picking a Liu Kang or picking a Ryu. He's just gonna be an old standby.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the face of it. The face of it. Now, my number one is my favorite Jedi of all time, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Look, got him on my list too.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
He was going to be number one. Like, I still stand by he's the best Jedi in the series. But Obi-Wan Kenobi, without a doubt. I guess he'll be balanced. I feel like he'll be more of the Ken to Ryu. Or the Ken to Luke Skywalker. He'll be just as balanced, but very different. Very different.
Yeah, but I definitely agree. But with that being said, we're going to have some dark side in here. We can't Jedi all the way out. Then it's called Star Wars Jedi Training Academy.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then at the same time, I'm thinking about things that people want to use that's cool. That's why I slated in Darth Maul.
Yeah, the double saber.
Double side lightsaber. I see him with that helicopter move that I've been seeing since Nightwing and Injustice. It's just
Darth Maul is just a cool character in general. He's the best thing in episode 1, without doubt. Best thing in probably the prequel trilogy.
Right. That's why I see him as a nice dark player that people play with, has some good rotation, some good mix-ups. And also, I see him doing the whole boomerang lightsaber and somehow catching it.
Yep, I can see that as well. Now, I did have Darth Maul on my list, of course, but before I get to the characters that may be completely different from yours, I'm gonna pick my next one, which is Kylo Ren.
I agree with you.
He's my favorite.
We on the same page.
He's my favorite character of the new trilogy. So I feel like he's the strongest character that I feel like should be in this game from that trilogy. Not trashing Rey or anything, but Rey was cool, but she was not. she was not Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren was much cooler.
See, I was definitely on the line of Kylo Ren too. The only thing special I would like to see Ken to Kylo Ren, like if I'm throwing back to the idea, I remember a Street Fighter at one of the Marvel series, I can't place it right now. Sakura had the power to turn into a dark Sakura. Right. I want Kylo Ren to be able to switch back to his good and dark side.
Okay, so like have what was his name? Ben Skywalker and then Kylo Ren.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Have either we're going, even we're going character swap it and have it that way, or have him to use that, because it ain't gonna do nothing but slightly change something moves. Right. Instead of like purple, it's white now. Whatever the move is, the glow around it. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I like that.
I feel like those little changes are like, oh, and plus, once again, going on the line of cool lightsabers, that's that work.
Yeah. So your number
now,
I think you're number 3, Ron?
Yeah, just once again, rolling with the lightsabers, and I want somebody that can seem like a problem. I want General Grievous.
I had a feeling you was gonna have him on your list.
Look, man, 4 lightsabers. What are we doing?
Yeah, he was pretty broken, and then his mobility was nasty. So I can see him like having a lot of tricks and moves up his sleeve.
I can see him being the guy with almost like that perfect defense. You try to go in, he waving all those lightsabers. You like, how do I get in?
Right, exactly. It's going to be hard. It's going to
Right.
be hard. It's going to be hard.
And just talking about fighting games with combos and mix-ups, somebody with four arms, four lightsabers, that sounds like a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, that do sound like that do sound, especially like controlling each of them.
Yes,
he should have his own mechanic where each like one button controls one side and then another button controls another.
Ooh, yes.
I don't know that
extra circle for this, triangle and square for that.
Right, exactly. To switch it up a little bit. Now,
I like that.
This character wasn't on my list, but the fact that we haven't said this character is kind of a sin. Darth Vader.
Yeah.
We literally went down 4 and did not say his name yet, so let me throw him on the list. He was coming. Yeah, let me throw him on the list real quick so people won't get mad at us. The most powerful Sith there is. I feel like that's debatable, but I'm not going to start Star Wars conversations.
I just want to force choke somebody from the other side of the board.
That would be hot. That would be
I see him with that force choke command grab that if you do it with a like quarter circle light is close, quarter circle medium is medium, quarter circle high is far. And you just saying like, this is bull. I hate him.
I can see him just pulling, like when he's trying to pull you closer and like the background just gets destroyed while he's pulling you.
Yes.
I would think that's amazing. Darth Vader's, they overpower him in some elements. I still remember the Force Unleashed where they just had him just like the Force was so strong it was like bullets flying back to him. You literally just gotta walk. You don't have to move your lightsaber at all.
The only thing I feel about him, I feel like he'd be slow. That's the only problem. But I feel like his power be so up there.
That's the only thing. Yeah, he has to be slower.
Now, with that being said, I would also like this as a character. I want Anakin as a character.
Yeah, I feel like Anakin should be his own character.
Yes,
he should be his own character, not a skin or anything.
Yes. If you had Anakin on his own character, that's when you got, once again, somebody else with the speed. You know, in all seriousness, Anakin's a glass cannon. Anakin is like a Akuma.
He is. And he could, because you see, I remember watching Clone Wars, you see him tap into the dark side a bit. Like, with his force. So you could kind of play with that in the game. Like, have his force powers be a tad bit more powerful than usual. Or the longer the fight continues, the more powerful his force gets.
Right.
I could definitely see that.
So I would. It'd be so fun to play Addy.
Yeah. Now you did bring up Anakin. This would probably be the one where we may start to drift off part. I got his apprentice in there, Ahsoka Tano.
You got who?
Ahsoka Tano. She was from Clone Wars. He was this apprentice in the Clone Wars series.
Okay.
She was decent.
She the red skin character, right?
I think she was red skin. I think. It's a blur. But I
ain't watched a lot of Clone Wars, unfortunately, but I do know of her.
Okay. Yo, Clone Wars really gets good. Like season 2 and on gets incredible. So I highly recommend it. Like I rewatched it last year. I was like, oh yeah, this is legit. So yeah, I do recommend it. But Ahsoka Tano, she was banging. And even if you could like customize her to have the double lightsabers, have her as the older Ahsoka, and give her slight different movesets. And I still love the way she holds her lightsaber. She holds it like backwards, kind of like how Ventus holds its keyblade.
Okay.
So she holds her lightsaber like that, and I just personally love that. I personally love people who hold their lightsaber like that.
Yo, I care about style points, without a doubt.
Right. So that's my next character.
To have somebody styling, I want somebody who I see as counter and parry heavy. I want Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yo, I was thinking about adding him, but I wasn't sure. I personally think we haven't seen enough of him.
You know what? And that's why I feel like he'd be good for the game. Because, it's the man that talk arguably the greatest Jedi of all time.
Right, exactly.
And in the few fights we see Qui-Gon Jinn have, he's always even killed, always high indifference, always there. So I see him as that character that just has so many parry moves. You just sitting there, just block, swipe.
Yep. I
see him as like blocking, swiping, but like, swipe, you got to keep your guard up. All right, come on,
character,
man.
A patient character.
Right. Stop trying to talk trash to me while I'm trying to trash you.
I could see that with him.
So I would like that.
Gotcha. My next character is going to be another one. It's going to be my first character from the Star Wars video game, and that's Starkiller from The Force Unleashed.
Okay.
That bro was broken. He was intensely broken. Now I'll do Force Unleashed 1 because 1, that's a better game. 2,
right.
If you give him double lightsabers, it's a problem. So let's just give him one. Let's just give him one. You know, he was powerful alone with that. So I feel like Starkiller will be a great addition to this game, especially bringing he'll be more of an aggressive Anakin, I would say. A much more aggressive Anakin that's on the dark side. So he got the Force lightning. He got all his force powers are insane. So yeah, Starkiller there.
See now after you come in that, I want to let you know I'm coming off with kind of a wild card. This gentleman is not a Jedi. He is not a Sith, but he has been in pretty much every freaking movie. There's some representation. I want Chewbacca.
I thought he was going to go Han Solo, honestly.
See, because I'm thinking here, Chewbacca's also a warrior.
Right.
But once again, so he's rolling down with the warrior axe that he carries.
Okay.
So that puts him on par with the lightsaber battles.
All right.
But also, Chewbacca is very strong. He can have a lot of grappling moves. He can actually get in there on kind of like somewhere between a Kuma from Tekken and a Zangief from Street Fighter.
Right. I like that.
So I can see that as being like the sleeper character. Man, ain't nobody playing Chewbacca. So you play him, he do this nice axe combo and follow it up with a suplex. You're like, wait a minute. What's he doing?
That would be crazy.
Right.
That would be
and then he just do that Wookiee yell, and everybody's like, y'all gonna stop trashing me with this. I don't know what you are outside calling you what you are,
right.
Wookiee.
Exactly. Okay.
So
and
that's why I'm thinking Chewbacca.
Okay. You know, I actually had trouble trying to figure out how to implement range characters in this game. However, I would like to see the Mandalorian. One, the popularity of that series skyrocket. So it will be hard for him not to be in it. And he was pretty bad.
I agree. Hands down.
It's going to be hard to implement him as a range character in this type of fighting game, unless we give him the dark saber, the black lightsaber.
The fact that you said the Mandalorian, I want to let you know on my list I had Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're on the same page there because they are both bounty hunters.
Right. I would like that.
So I can almost see them necessarily sharing a spot. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you. I can see where you got everybody with these swords, axes, all this type of stuff. To have somebody come through with a gun,
right? Exactly. It's going to be. It's going to catch you off guard.
Right, but it's, at the same time, we've seen him fight close counters with guns and knives and stuff as well.
Right, exactly. So
Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Jehovah Fett, they all have that range in them that they can fight close and far. And you're right, that'd be amazing in the game, man.
I can't doubt that at all. The next character I have is it's much. The next character I have is from the recent video game Jedi Fallen Order, and that's Cal, the main character in the game. He grew on me as a character, so I really enjoy him. And he could also switch his lightsaber from the regular to the double, and I think that would be great in combat using it. He can also pull it apart and use it as two lightsabers. So
right, because the axes of it throws me back to all the karate flicks I grew up with. Shout out to the Shaw Brothers films. When I seen the weapon where I can closely relate that to is the blind knives or the blind sword, whatever you call it. A sword that separates into two. You like, wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
So
That's amazing.
Yeah, he would be cool, and his combos in the game were incredible. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he'll be great. I think he'll be like absolutely great in this game.
Now, with all this being said, I only got one character left. We had a couple doubles. It was bound to happen.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ain't no way Yoda not making this game.
Yeah, Yoda's got to be in it. Yoda's got to be.
I think it's a foregone conclusion that Yoda would make this game.
Right. Yoda got to be in
simply off his addition to the Soul Calibur game. Somebody could just be like, "Yo, just do that." Like, nothing. Do what you did there, and tell me it's not a problem.
Right.
The amount of force powers Yoda probably has. Yoda mess around, have a force move when he just grab you, pull out the cane, walk up to you slowly, and then pull the saber out with one smooth slice. You just sit there like, you gonna stop.
Now I have two more characters. One of them is from the Jedi Fallen Order game, which is Trilla. She was an awesome. Okay. She was great. Like I kind of wish they made a game with just her, cause she was bad.
Okay.
So I want to see her in this joint. Also, the character after that, I need some Old Republic love, and that's Darth Revan.
Oh, okay. I forgot about
the one that had the red lightsaber and the purple lightsaber. He does not get enough love in this series, so he needs to be in it somehow. With that, I do have a few honorable mentions.
Sure.
Mace Windu. I actually thought you was going to put him.
It's funny. I thought it, but I didn't see. And I know I went against this for Qui-Gon Jinn. I really don't know what Mace Windu does.
Right. He is a bit more aggressive. I remember from the Clone Wars, he was a lot more aggressive with the Force. So I can see him in this game. A lot of my honorable mentions were people that I thought you were going to pick. Han Solo.
See, I was trying to find a way to incorporate, whereas like the Mandalorian has some toggability between just using guns and being a close counter fighter.
Right.
Han only really got the gun and run.
Right, exactly.
You let a couple shots off, run away.
He's going to be
like my closest way to see him equivalent into a fighting game is closer to the lines of Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat.
Right.
But my only thing there is Aaron Black does have actually melee type fighting style, whereas I don't know any of that in Han Solo.
Exactly. I don't either. The next character I had was Leia, because we did learn she did some Force training in Rise of Skywalker. And then I have Rey, which I don't think she is a cool character, but I don't think she's a cool Jedi per se, in my opinion.
I understand that.
So that's where I'm at.
She a Peter Parker, not a Spider-Man.
I would put her more in the Ben Reilly category.
Okay.
She's a Ben Reilly. She's a cool Spider-Man, but I wouldn't pick her if I had the first choice. If that was my first choice.
I agree with that. Just to touch on Leia, yo, can she fight? I understand she has Force training. I mean, spoiler alert, she done sailed through space on us.
I don't know how.
But anything along the lines of hands, I haven't seen nothing from her.
Right.
I'm not going to imagine that she can't do nothing.
Right.
She isn't that. She is, part of the pun, a warrior princess. To be real with you.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if you did you see Rise of Skywalker? Because there was like a little clip of her with action with the lightsaber when she was younger.
I did see that. but based upon that training and her not using the lightsaber outside ever, I do understand that she has an idea of how to use it. But whereas I feel like everybody else in this game get down,
Right.
she's almost a mystical character, like what I would think of Rose in Street Fighter.
Okay, gotcha. Wait, there is one more I just thought of.
Okay.
And he was in Rogue One, the blind one with the staff.
I don't know his
name. I'm looking up his name now because
I don't know him.
Because he just had a staff and he was just whooping people. The character Donnie Yen played. Of course, how is he not coming up on the list of characters when I Google it? Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but him. You'll see it on the screen.
Blind boy.
Yeah, you'll see it on the screen. I am one with the Force is one with me. I am one with the Force is one with me. That's
right.
What I have. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wasn't gonna go too deep on like who we're gonna start off in characters.
Right.
For one, to make it easier to edit because that Spider-Man video was like dramatic. That took a while to make. So
I understand that.
But yeah, unless anyone in the comment section has any like hypothetical games, we did get one on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a fighting game for that. I have to do more research on TMNT to actually do that because I'm not too sure. I'm not as well versed with them, I should say.
You said it, and it's running through my head. And Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Four Turtles, Casey, Splinter.
That's all I can think of.
Right.
That's literally all I can think
Krang. Arguably,
yeah,
Krang.
Arguably.
But
I think we can make that. I think we can make it. Let's wait a month. Let's wait like a month so I could do some more research and then we could come back and knock it out. Because apparently they have a few more turtles in there. They got a fifth one and now a robot one.
What?
Yeah, they got a female turtle. I think she used like hand claws like Wolverine.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yep, it's something. It's something.
Okay.
Now did you say you had an idea? I wasn't sure.
It's just something I just knew nothing about. I was Turtles heavy as a child, but as I got older, I just drafted into other things, you know?
Right. Other than that, I would like to do a Transformers one.
I would like to do a Transformers one. I feel like the only problem with that, there's a lot of mechanics that go into it, but I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, that's going to take a while. That's going to...
But let me finish watching the new Netflix series first.
Yeah, it's, I'm on episode 3. It's not that good.
I've only seen episode 1 so far.
Okay, I was sitting there, I'm like, God, this is taking long. Y'all really taking y'all time with it.
Man, I was actually speaking with a friend. We was actually talking about the mechanics of if they somehow turn Umbrella Academy into a fighting game.
Ooh, I haven't watched. Well, I watched season 1. I wasn't too big onto it because that's when The Boys came out at the same time, and The Boys
I get that.
So much better.
I like The Boys a lot.
Ooh, how about we should do a Boys versus Justice League?
I'm interested.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Once we do, hopefully you'll see a video on it, and then we will get right to it.
Sounds like a plan.
And you're Quattro. Anywhere we can find you?
At work.
Okay. Yeah. In other words, don't come in.
You can see me at the job.
Yeah.
So don't see me.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at NC Place to Be. Make sure you subscribe to NC Studios as well as NC Level Up so you can get all of your nerdy content right here on YouTube. Until then, I'm Swaggle Zero. We are out.